In the heart of ancient India, amidst the dusty lanes and humble dwellings of a small village, there lived a priest of simple means. Though he wore the sacred saffron robes, the priest was known more for his idleness than his devotion, often dreaming of effortless wealth. Each day, he walked the village streets with his wooden begging bowl, relying solely on the kindness of others to fill his belly. One fortunate morning, a generous devotee filled his bowl with a pot of fresh, creamy milk, the finest gift he had received in weeks. Overjoyed, the priest clutched the pot tightly. He hurried back to his sparse hut, his mind already racing with possibilities of a feast. Inside the dim, quiet room, he carefully placed the milk over a small wood fire, watching the steam rise as it began to boil. He drank a small portion to satisfy his immediate hunger, but his plans for the rest were far more ambitious than a single meal. With meticulous care, he added a spoonful of curd into the remaining milk, ensuring it would set into a thick yogurt by the morning. Exhausted by even this small effort, he lay down on his string cot, his eyes fixed on the pot hanging safely from the ceiling. As sleep took hold, the walls of his humble hut seemed to dissolve, replaced by the shimmering gold of a grander, more prosperous life. In his dream, the pot of curd was just the beginning. He saw himself churning it into rich, yellow butter and golden ghee. Selling the ghee at the market, he imagined purchasing a fine hen. Soon, that one hen would become 100, then 1,000. He saw himself as the master of a vast poultry farm, his wealth growing with every egg sold and every bird traded. But chickens were only the start. He would trade them for cattle, building a dairy empire that would be the envy of the kingdom. Rows of cows, pails overflowing with milk. He was no longer a beggar, but a merchant of great influence and immense fortune. His success brought him to the royal court, where he sat among the nobility, draped in silk and adorned with precious jewels. He dreamed of marrying a beautiful woman from a noble family, and together they would live in a palace made of marble and light. In time, a son was born to him, a handsome boy who would carry on his legacy and enjoy the fruits of his father's success. But even in his dreams, the priest's temperament remained. He imagined the boy being mischievous, ignoring his studies to play in the dirt. In a fit of dream rage, he shouted, "If he does not listen, I'll teach him a lesson." He reached for a heavy stick. As he swung the imaginary stick in his sleep, his real hand lashed out, striking the very pot he had hung so carefully. The clay shattered instantly. The milk, which was to be the foundation of his empire, spilled across the cold, dusty floor. The priest sat up with a start, the sound of breaking pottery echoing in the silence. His grand palace and noble family vanished. He looked down at the mess. There was no ghee, no farm, no gold, only a puddle of white liquid soaking into the dirt. He realized then that while his mind had traveled across a lifetime of wealth, his hands had done nothing to build it. Dreams are the seeds of the future, but they require the soil of effort and the water of persistence to ever truly grow. The priest learned a bitter but valuable lesson that day. There is absolutely no substitute for honest, hard work. If you wish for your dreams to come true, you must first wake up and begin the labor of turning vision into reality.